Well, it's game one of the Stock Show road trip, and we're here in Allen, Texas at 6:10 p.m. Mountain Time puck drop. Dave Smith, Rush head coach and GM alongside. Well, it was a big game on Sunday. You got off the schneid in a big way. A lot of trends going the right way for the Rush in a wire-to-wire victory, 6-3 over Utah. Just overall, we'll get into all the details, but overall, what'd you like about that game and just the end of your losing streak?
I thought our power play was very good, gave us a lot of energy up front. I thought Rico played really well in the net, and I thought timely scoring, and I thought we played well enough to win for sure.
The trend of shots against outweighing shots for was completely flipped. You tied a season high with 46 shots for, and 35 shots against was no problem for Rico and net. How good was it to see that trend be reversed in that game?
Yeah, it's what we talked about. You hope that it's just a short segment of the season, and we've got to continue to push our guys and get them to defend in all three zones. When we do that, the numbers come down, and it's not the natural mindset of a lot of our offensive-minded players, but something that we as coaches have to keep pushing buttons and try and find ways to get them to eliminate just some of the simple shots against, because sometimes one play can lead to 3, 4, 5 shots and sustain zone time. So we just have to stay on it.
There were big games individually by a lot of your players. Brett Davis with a hat trick, continuing his incredible month of January. 4 assists for Ryan Wagner and 2 primary power play assists for Blake Bennett. Just up and down, it was a successful game offensively, but those guys in particular leading the way. What'd you like out of just your top 6 in that game?
Well, I think Peter made a change on the power play, went with 5 forwards, put Wags at the top. You see his vision and his ability to pass pucks, and that teed up a lot of that success you just mentioned. It went from Wags to Benny to Davo in the back of the net, which was nice to see. And it felt really good on the power play. So I think that started it, but you put those guys in skilled positions. You stick to a game plan that Dreeks has drawn up, and good things happened.
Yeah, we haven't gone 5 forwards all year, I don't think. We saw it a little bit last year, but not at all until that game this year. What are the advantages and maybe disadvantages of having 5 forwards on your power play?
Well, there's the advantages are when you score like that, you've got 5 guys that think about putting the puck to the net, not just distributing the puck. The disadvantages are you've got 5 forwards and nobody thinking about the other side of it. So we are out there to score. I mean, it is on the power play, and you put those like-minded individuals together and good things can happen.
Going into this series, you get reinforcements back defensively. Jake Ratzlaff returns as the 6th defenseman. Having played with 5 on Sunday didn't hurt, but getting a 6th guy back certainly is a good thing for this team.
Yeah, I mean, we miss Jake while he was gone. He's become a very physical, important presence for us, and we missed him. I don't know how many games he was out, but we missed every one of them because of what he brings to the locker room. He's a committed, hard-playing individual that is important to what we're trying to do.
What did that win mean for Rico and just the whole bunch, as so many things went right top to bottom for this team?
Well, Rico's played really well since he's been here. I think he's got a win, a loss, and a tie now, but he's making saves, he's competing and practicing games, and I think it just builds his confidence and the guys' confidence in him.
All right, got Allen here for 3, Wichita for 3. Obviously, 2 games against teams that are directly above the Rush in the standings. Going into game 1 here, Allen is 10-2 in their last 12 home games, and they've had success this season across the board. What's your outlook on them?
Oh, they're a good team. They're a good team, and we're going to have to defend. I know, I like looking at segments like you do. Since January 1, they're leading the league in goal scoring. Their power play's been good. Their penalty kill's been pretty good. They're getting contributions up and down the lineup, and they're a really good hockey team. So we're going to have to do our part to be a really good hockey team on the other side.
This team has gotten a lot more toughness and physicality since we last saw Allen before Christmas. Allen is that team that brings the hard-to-play-against style. What'll having guys like Klotz and Helland and Pilon in these matchups do for your club?
Well, it's critical. I mean, we need to be physical to be effective. We need to have guys in the lineup that are going to provide some physical pushback. And, I still think with Parker Bowman and Seth Fighton out of the lineup right now, you get those guys back, and all of a sudden we're a heavier, harder team. So, Pilon hasn't been here against Allen. Helland hasn't, Klotzy hasn't, so it's going to make a big difference in the game. Just the pushback that we provide and the push forward as well.
All right, Lucas Helland, mentioning him, out of Billings, Montana, so somewhat nearby, just 5 hours away from Rapid City, dealt here from Iowa, got in the day before we flew, and his first time on the ice is this morning for skate. Awesome kid, just off the ice, but on the ice, a tough player as well.
Yeah, he's more than willing to drop the gloves for his teammates, and I think he's really excited to learn even more about that craft and that part of his game from Klotzy, which is great. But he is a great teammate. He's a happy cowboy, as him and I have talked a little bit about, from Montana, and I know he's excited to be in Rapid, and we're excited to have him.
You've had a couple of trades with Iowa this season, and your old friend Chuck Weber out there. What of those conversations and the relationship been like with him, since both of you are on opposing professional teams?
I've been asked that, off mic a few times, and Chuck and I were together 7 years, and our understanding of the language that we use and what it means when he says, hey, a player does this or a player does that, and what it means when I say that, and you find a good fit, because when you're making trades or you're trying to acquire new players or move players, the biggest thing you always wonder about is trust. Is he saying, can I trust what another coach or GM is saying? And yes, our eye looks at the video and we see what we see, but there's a real trust level, and it's been 100% accurate as well with what Chuck has told me and what I've told him as well. So we do talk regularly, and he's a terrific man. He's a really good coach and GM, and it's just there's a lot of moving parts in this league, and him and I have been able to connect on a few.
I know you're thinking one game at a time. These are 3 big games here and 6 big ones on the road trip. What's the key for game 1 tonight?
We got to be ready to defend and play hard.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.